Hey everybody, welcome back to our neck of the woods. I know it has been months and months, but yes, Aaron and I are still alive and kicking. We really don't have a lot to update on. We haven't been doing much, but come inside and I'll at least show you some little things that we've gone ahead and done. All right, so again, I apologize. We have not posted. It seems like all of our videos recently have only been update videos, and that's just because we don't have a crazy ton of projects that we've been doing. I've been working pretty much non-stop, and when I'm not working, because of the inflation and everything that's been going on, the prices of everything, we've really just been kind of living paycheck to paycheck. So I've been focused on paying some stuff off. One update here, we're actually going to talk about the vehicles here, and then we'll just go from there. But update number one is we are here in the middle of summer. As you can guys see, Amazon, as they drove into our grass, that is all completely healed. The grass looks green, beautiful as always, even though again, it's not really grass. There's lots of crabweed and four-leaf clovers and dandelions and everything else. But the yard looks good. This is the most beautiful time that it looks like this in the middle of summer. So drainage isn't a problem that a lot of people said there is. The leaves have all been chopped up from the mower, and yeah, this is basically what a good looking in the middle of the woods lawn looks like when we've never even planted any grass seed at all. This is just kind of all natural, again, kind of like clover and stuff, and grass throughout. But yeah, that's kind of update number one for you guys. Update number two, I can't remember if I explained this or not. I might have. Aaron and I did rent a stump grinder that I guess I could have done a video on. We had tons of trees, like one in there that I had cut down, bunch all over. I think we cut down 30 stumps actually in one day, and it only took like 4 hours. We got an industrial size grinder. It was 60 horsepower, and this thing just made probably stumps as big as this tree over here, a good foot or two in diameter. It could cut that down in probably about 5-6 minutes each. So quite easy to go through 30 stumps all throughout the property and basically get everything deleted. But yeah, we really haven't done a lot to the house. As for an update, as you can see, we still have not painted the house. I still have not gone out and got a boom lift, which is going to be about $500 or $600 to get up there and get everything painted. For all you new subscribers, that is about 31 feet up there. So going up there on a ladder isn't the easiest thing to do, but that's why I really haven't done it with a ladder, and I really don't have the money yet to afford on the lift. But some stuff that I have been spending money on is actually back here on the porch. So update number one, we finally got our gutters done. This whole side of the house is now finally done, where that roof and the back porch roof come over here into this gutter. That gutter finally was put on, or sorry, not the gutter, the downspout. The gutter was always on, but it was actually just kind of raining down on here onto the porch, where I had to have some lumber kick the water off. But finally got the downspouts on, and the reason why I was able to get the downspouts on, which you might be able to already tell, temporary staircase for right now, just to get up onto the porch. But my dad came over and we got the entire back deck done. Now, if you're wondering why the color is a difference, is because this stuff here is extra thick boards. It's like 1/8 of an inch or something thicker than your traditional deck boards. And this has stained from the factory, called a cedar stain. Well, the prices on these guys have been crazy. In the wintertime, these are about $16 a board if you get a 16-footer. Then in the summertime, of course, because everyone's buying, they jumped up to like $24. And then when I was actually going to buy the boards and maybe spend the money, for whatever reason, for a week, they jumped up to like $42. That's batshit crazy. I think it might have been an error in the computer, but a week later, they dropped back down to like the $24. Well, these guys, unstained, both of them being treated #2 lumber, or it's #2 lumber, but they call it like AC2, whatever the chemicals they put in there to make it treated lumber. These 16-footers were only like $13, and when you get them on sale, they're down to like $11. So super way cheaper. So unfortunately, the colors do not match. But hopefully once the back deck now has to dry out for a year, we actually can start staining the front because that's been dried out long enough. Hopefully within 1 to 2 stains over like a 2-year period or so, this will get stained what color we want, and that one will kind of catch up once you do it a few times. So hopefully it won't look too different, but this back deck's insane. 12.5 feet wide, so much room for activities. It's about 37 feet long, plus you got another 16, 17 feet on the lower deck. I finally got to a little bit more update last week. I put a little bit more siding on. I've just got a few more pieces here. One full piece there, one full piece there, and then just these lower pieces. And then we can finally actually paint the house all in one fell swoop, because the siding will be 100% done, minus the soffits that I have to do under here and the pieces up there. It's just taking me some time. But now that I can actually stand on the deck here with a ladder and the lift, this will be a lot easier to knock all the back porch out. And then almost speaking, the back side of the house or the entire house would be kind of almost officially done. Now, yesterday I did purchase the rest of the lumber also to go ahead and block everything out. As you can kind of see down here, this will look just like the front of the house. That'll all be blacked out or blocked out. We'll put some stone and build that stone up there, and then finish it off with some plants and everything like we did on the front of the house, so you won't have that gap down there at the bottom. But yeah, I've got all the boards ready to finish on that side, the boards to finish on this side. And then again, like I said, they have to kind of wait for several months, 6-7 months to completely kind of dry out and acclimate before we can stain everything. But moving on to the big update here is that you might be noticing the truck is gone. I did think about it forever since I put out that last update video, and I think I asked you guys, what should I do with the truck? I think a lot of people said keep it. Some people said, yeah, downsize, save the money. Well, somebody finally came through with the price that I had online, talked me down maybe like $1,000, and they decided to buy it. So it was quite an expensive truck. I got content out of it. I updated you guys if anybody was curious about diesels, so maybe you learned a little bit of something. But the monthly payment and the cost of diesel fuel, selling Aaron's Miata and not buying a gooseneck trailer, it was kind of a pointless truck if I wasn't going to have 2 cars going to the racetrack anymore. And it just wasn't going to happen. Again, with the way the economy is going, work is actually cut how much I make per hour, especially on if I pick up extra shifts and there's like incentive bonus pay. So I have taken quite a pay cut this year also, which has forced me to now work even more hours. So the truck had to go. I actually have no daily driver now. He just literally picked it up about an hour or so ago. So to get me to work, I now only have the Camaro, which isn't the end of the world because I have an extra set of wheels. I won't be driving on slicks. I've got some summer tires on there. And the fact that I think it's August right now, I do have some time before I can purchase a winter vehicle and actually start worrying about that. But not a whole lot of updates in here. We did purchase a little bit more cabinets that you can see. I kind of made a wooden countertop for that. I actually had to customize these counters because when I did have the truck in here, these are actually wall hang mount cabinets. But the floor ones are actually about as deep as the toolbox here. And because they were so deep, I didn't want them like getting into the front of the truck, so I couldn't pass through this way. So I made some little feet thingies, and that way these can be mounted and adjusted actually for the floor, but you can tell how much further recessed back they are. So I have more room in the garage here. But it's nice to actually have a better workspace here and some more storage. So may not be 100% what they're supposed to be used for, but I like that I was able to adapt it and make it work. Another update, I had to run finally some electricity over to the lift. I was afraid this actually wasn't going to work because these posts kind of move a little bit and rock when the car is going up and down. So to solidly mount that box to the lift and over here into the wall, so far so good. These haven't like pulled out. Just having one of them maybe more stationary so that it can't rock or anything, and the other 3 have a little bit of flexibility. The lift has been working fine, but it's nice to have the pump finally plugged in. We've got room underneath of the lift. I've got some LED lights and then I can go ahead and plug everything in for like battery tenders through the winter time. So it was nice to finally get rid of extension cords, and this is tall enough that you're not gonna hit your head on anything. And no, I did not buy a refrigerator. If you guys are wondering where this came from, I wanna thank my mom so much for this thing. Having a man cave garage and having a refrigerator in it with heat. Eventually one day we'll have air conditioning in here. It is so awesome to eventually have an extra bit of storage space for the refrigerator too. I love opening it up here. Aaron keeping this thing stocked with like drinks and stuff. It's so freaking cool because it is actually a freezer also. It's nice to not load up everything into the RV. It's nice to have extra storage space for frozen meals and ices and ice cream, and even my deer meat I can put in there, because 50 pounds takes up quite a bit when you take a deer down and you have to lose everything in your actual storage living space. But once the RV goes, again, it's still gonna be awesome to have a refrigerator out here and one in the house. And again, we did not have to buy this. My mom actually bought that during COVID. Electronics or something in it broke, and it was not able to get replaced because of the shortage of like chips and everything. So Lowe's actually gave my mom's money back for that. They went and bought another refrigerator. And then once it got fixed, my stepdad was able to find the part, threw it in there, got it fixed, and they gave that to me for my birthday free of charge. So they got, well, 2 for the price of 1, and then they ended up giving me that for my birthday. So thank you guys again so much. It means so much to have an extra bit of storage space and a refrigerator in a freaking man garage. As for the inside of the house, there is no updates at all, actually. We have not done anything. I've put a few pieces of drywall up. We've cleaned up a little bit. I can't remember if you guys have known that that's where the center island is gonna go. Haven't got around to buying the lumber for that and started getting like the cabinets made for it. But yeah, we really haven't done anything to the inside. The basement bedroom is still what it is, completely finished. Downstairs in the gym and everything, we have not done a thing. Again, I apologize. I have just been working, and when I do get a few $1,000s here and there, it's spending it on lumber and trying to get the outside of the house finished before we do anything on the inside. And yeah, that's about all I got for you guys. Stay tuned. I guess I'll make a video shortly, one day in the next couple months, when I figure out what vehicle I'm gonna use for a daily driver. Do I wanna pay cash or something and not have a payment? So that way I'm not shelling out almost $1,000 a month for a new truck or a used truck that's more than what I needed. Should I just get like a cheap little beater or get a cheap little like lease car that's only like 200 bucks? Obviously, if I do that, picking up lumber is going to be a problem. Even if I get like a cheap SUV, it'll still be a problem. We'll have to rent or buy a cheap another trailer, something that actually can take the race car to the track one day. But I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Because again, even getting lumber, cabinets, drywall, etc., it's going to be a problem unless I have to actually have something to go in or on. But I'm sure I'll figure something out. But yeah, again, a couple little updates. I apologize once again that these are the only videos you guys get are updates. I'm not really fond of YouTube anymore, to be honest with you. They've really gone downhill. No money comes into anyone anymore for people who post, YouTubers. I've been noticing a lot too. They've been shadow banning a lot of people recently, and I can even comment on some other builder or somebody else's post, and YouTube even has me shadow banned, to where they'll actually pull comments if they think anything is even remotely kind of like spam, or if they don't agree with what you're saying. It's absolutely insane how bad it's become. And it's not just YouTube, it's Facebook and Instagram also. Instagram will delete any post that I put online that has any sort of figures in it. And I can even say something as stupid as someone say arguing on a post that the day's 27 hours long, and I'll go, no, the day's 24 hours long. If that comes from me, Instagram will say this has been deleted for spamming. Don't know how 24 hours in a day or any sort of figure that I post that's accurate is spam, but that's how bad they are, that if they deem you or someone else has flagged you because they don't like you or something, yeah, your entire social media accounts will be shadow banned and you can't do anything. So hate to say it, but it's almost kind of like a big F you to YouTube and them to say it back to us. So is what it is. Oh, and one other update. I did have one more that I could think of. The Amazon, the check actually took us, they finally did ended up sending it to us, even though I was talking to them probably once or twice a month saying, are you guys gonna send that check out for us to like fix the yard? And they said 4 times, we sent the check, we sent the check. No, they didn't. It took me 7 months bugging the absolute crap out of them for them to finally send the check for a measly $350 to replace the soil that we had spent, and the time it took me to basically call somebody over and to have them kind of, or for me to rake it out and do the manual labor there. Absolutely ridiculous that they lie to you that long to give you just a couple bucks. So if anybody's house or property is ever really damaged by Amazon, do not expect to ever get a check for it. I bet it will take you more than a year, especially if it's an actual real dollar amount. So there's a big you-know-what also to Amazon. Just ridiculous. But again, hopefully before the summer is closed, now that the truck is gone, I will have some extra cash here to have them bring a lift over. And yeah, we'll be able to hopefully finish the house up before fall. And that is painting the front of that, the side of that, the back of it. And then Aaron and I should get to staining the front deck because it is ready to go. That we can purchase that and pick a color out and get all of that stained, hopefully. And then we'll be able to see how well it does stain with the same color. Being that, again, the sideboards are more yellow natural, and the steps and the top is that kind of cedar tone. It'll be kind of like a test run, what the stain actually does to 2 different color types of wood and previously stained boards. But I'll get back with you guys then and let you know how this is all going to end up and finish looking. And until next time, take care.